It all started Wednesday afternoon when Tony Damagala noticed it was starting to cloud over outside his living room window. But this was no ordinary summer storm brewing. It was a moving, buzzing mass of honeybees settling onto a branch on a tree in Tony's front yard.
They came within minutes, and they were like a big swarm cloud of them. And took them about 10 minutes to gather on the branch, and that's where they stayed.
Tony called the city and was told there was nothing they could do. So he called an exterminator who in turn provided the name of a local beekeeper. By evening they had scooped some of the bees into a box and were hoping the rest would follow. But it wasn't to be. Instead, most remained on the tree, swarming around the queen. Others took a liking to Tony's van. Neighbor Kim Gravel, who was stung twice, says she plans to move out until the bees do.
Well, I'm not going in, that's for sure. I got stung last night. I don't want to get stung again. I'll wait.
The beekeepers say this is normal behavior, that bees will split their hive when it gets overcrowded.
This year they'll land in a big ball. It's kind of a resting spot. They all get organized, and then they'll stay here maybe for 2 days or so. And when they're sitting here, other bees will go out and scout for a new house.
So in order to remove the swarm, the beekeepers have to scoop the queen into a box, then wait and see if she likes it enough to stay. In this case, they think she does.
And once they accept that as a new home, then they'll all go in there 100%.
Less than a block away, a second swarm of bees settled into a much smaller tree, making them easier to collect. The beekeepers maintain honeybees, especially when they're swarming, aren't very aggressive, but kids in the neighborhood aren't taking any chances. Residents say it's unusual, even kind of interesting, but they also say they'll be a bit relieved when these visitors are back in the country where they belong. Terry Vogt, CFCN News.
Gonna
Okay.
be back in about half hour.
Okay.
It's pretty solid there. We'll come back in about half hour. Or we'll set it down right now. We don't have to come back. Pretty solid there. Usually that's like
Well, last night when you noticed they were out there, you got some going into your house, or what happened?
When I got home from work, I thought they were wasps. So I went over, I was standing in the middle of the street, and I asked my neighbor, I go, are those wasps? What are you going to do about them? There's a lot of kids around. And he said they were honeybees, and that he had phoned the city, first of all. They wouldn't do anything. They said it was his problem. And then he phoned a bee farmer, and they came over and checked them out and said they were honeybees, and that they wanted, to collect them, so they would come late at night when they went a little more dormant. And so they got there about 11, and they smoked them to daze them, to put them in the cage. And we were watching, and I ended up being the only one who got stung. And they weren't successful in getting them in, so they just left that box with half of the bees in there.
So you guys you've kind of decided to move out until they move out?
Well, I'm not going in, that's for sure. And I got stung last night. I don't want to get stung again. I'll wait.
So when you were trying to get in the door, there's just so many flying around?
Yeah, I'm petrified of them now. Last night I got stung twice, actually, where I found it on my arm, and then it got me in the thumb grabbing it. So I'll make a beeline and stay away from them.
Tell me about that. What are they?
Killer bees.
Why do you call them?
Bee dummies? Oh yeah. But those ones are killer bees. Around the block.
So tell me what they did with you guys. Like, what did they do? Were they chasing you or anything? Or?
They were chasing us.
What did you do? Tell me. Look at me and tell me.
Throwing crab apples at them.
And what did they do?
They were just, I don't know. Chasing us. Remember you? Check it out. They're attacking.
How you got out of there?
I ran.
Was it kind of scary going through there?
Nope.
No?
Dad, let's go now.
Okay, you can go.
Go across the street and down some track. That's funny when I was on Facebook. I swear to say nothing. Yeah, let's go. Can I come? Come on. No way, I don't want to go. Come on. Go. See, you guys are afraid too. I'm not. Well, but Stevie is.
A little bit about what happened yesterday then, and how you first noticed this?
Okay, we were just standing by the window, and all of a sudden we saw them, they came within minutes, and they were like a big swarm cloud of them. And took them about 10 minutes to gather on the branch, and that's where they stayed, pretty much.
So, like I noticed the kids running in and out, but it's more for fun than real concern over it, or?
Well, at first it was a concern. I thought they were wasps, but then found out they were honeybees, so called a bee farmer, and they came to pick them up. They said they were pretty much harmless, and then then the concern left.
But it's still kind of a novel thing to have happen in the neighborhood, and it's probably got everybody talking here, eh?
Yeah, pretty much. It's not something you see every day, that's for sure. But, yeah.
You'll be happier when they're gone, I take it, eh?
Yeah,
you can get in your van then, and
yeah, they look like they like my van there. Kind of gathering over there, but yeah, it'd be nice to see them gone, that's for sure.
good, thanks. I'll just get a shot of your van, them flying around your van there. And
They got that thing on the ladder now there, eh? Okay. Oh, man.